The F-36 Kingsnake is a fresh idea for a plane meant to take over from the trusted F-16. And in no time, the smart concept dreamed up by aviation fans and experts will reassert American air dominance. Can the F-36 Kingsnake take over from the F-16? Back in 2021, people at Hushkit magazine teamed up with pros like Stephen McPartland and James Smith who worked on jets like the F-35 to sketch this out. They even got artist Andy Godfrey to draw it looking sleek and ready for action. The Kingsnake gets its name from a tough snake that eats other snakes, a symbol of how it could handle threats in the sky. It's designed to be a multitasker, fighting other planes, dropping bombs on ground targets, and more. Unlike super sneaky jets, this one skips full invisibility to radar to keep costs down and get built fast. It's more of a practical car than a luxury sports model, reliable and affordable for everyday use. But why should the US government bother with a new concept? The US Air Force has hundreds of aging F-16s that need replacing soon, and leaders like General C.Q. Brown talked about needing something new without waiting forever. The F-36 idea uses parts from existing planes to speed things up, and it could hit the skies by 2030 if someone builds it. For now, it's sparking talks about what the future of air power looks like, blending old smarts with new tricks. This concept has popped up in magazines and online, getting people excited about a budget-friendly hero in the air that could potentially be replacing the F-16. The F-16 Fighting Falcon, also known as the Viper, has been a star in the skies since the 1970s. First flown in 1974, it was built by General Dynamics, now part of Lockheed Martin. Over 4,500 have been made, serving in more than 25 countries. It's small, agile, and packs a punch, making it perfect for dogfights and ground attacks. What makes the F-16 special? It's got a bubble canopy for great views, fly-by-wire controls for smooth handling, and a powerful engine that lets it zoom at over Mach 2. Pilots love how it turns on a dime, thanks to its design that allows tight maneuvers. In wars like Desert Storm and operations in Iraq and Afghanistan, F-16s dropped smart bombs and shot down enemy planes with ease. The jet's story is full of upgrades. Early models got better radars and weapons over time. Today, the latest versions have advanced screens in the cockpit and can carry high-tech missiles. It's not just a fighter. It does reconnaissance, suppresses enemy defenses, and even trains pilots. But legacies have endings. With an average age of about 30 years, these birds are getting tired. Parts wear out and maintenance costs rise. Still, the F-16's impact is huge. It's inspired designs worldwide and saved lives in battles. As talks of replacements grow, the Viper's history reminds us why we need tough, versatile jets. It's like a reliable old truck that's hauled everything, now ready to pass the torch. It's not safe for our cities to have a fleet of cars from the 1990s still on the road. They work, but repairs eat up money, and newer models are safer and faster. That's the US Air Force's F-16 situation. Most of these jets are over 28 years old, with some pushing 40. They've flown countless hours in training and combat, wearing down engines, wings, and electronics. Older planes risk breakdowns mid-flight, endangering pilots. Modern threats like advanced enemy radars and missiles demand better tech. The F-16's original design can't easily handle all the latest gadgets without big changes, which cost a fortune. Costs are skyrocketing too. Keeping old jets flying means hunting for rare parts and constant fixes. The Air Force spends billions yearly on this. Plus, building new F-16s isn't cheap anymore, and the production line is winding down. The world has changed since the F-16 debuted. Drones, cyber attacks, and hypersonic weapons are new challenges. A replacement needs to integrate with these, sharing data in real-time battles. General Brown highlighted this in 2021, saying the force needs fresh planes fast to stay ahead of rivals like China and Russia. Without a new jet, the Air Force might fall behind, weakening national defense. It's not just about age, it's about keeping pilots safe and missions successful in a tougher sky. A smart replacement could save money long-term and boost capabilities. The F-36 Kingsnake idea didn't come from a big defense company, but from creative thinkers spotting a gap. In early 2021, Air Force Chief General Charles Q. Brown Jr. said the service might need a new fighter to swap out old F-16. Something affordable and quick to build, not a fancy stealth machine. This sparked chats online and in magazines. Hushkit, a UK-based aviation site, jumped in. They gathered experts: Stephen McParlin, a former RAF pilot with aerodynamics know-how, and James Smith, who helped design the Eurofighter Typhoon. Together, they brainstormed a jet using proven parts to cut time and cost. Illustrator Andy Godfrey from Teasel Studio brought the vision to life with cool drawings showing a sleek plane with delta wings like the old F-16 XL experiment. The proposal aimed at the Air Force's call for a 4.5 generation fighter, better than old ones but not as pricey as 5th gen like the F-35. By 2025, videos and articles kept the buzz alive, imagining it as a fast-track project. It's still just an idea, but it shows how outsiders can influence military thinking. The origins highlight a push for smarter, cheaper ways to update air power without endless delays. The F-36's big idea is 5th generation minus. It borrows cool features from top jets, but skips the extras that jack up prices and slow building. 5th gen planes like the F-35 are super stealthy and smart, but they're like luxury cars, expensive to make and maintain. The Kingsnake aims to be more like a sporty sedan, capable, fun, and wallet-friendly. This approach uses stuff we already have. Take the engine from the F-22, radar from upgraded F-16s, and sensors from existing pods. No need to invent everything new. Experts say freeze the design specs after 1 year to avoid endless tweaks that plague big projects. Affordability is key. By not going full stealth, it saves billions. Instead, it focuses on speed, agility, and easy upgrades later, like modular parts. Swap in better tech as it comes, just like updating a phone. The philosophy comes from real needs. The Air Force wants planes fast, maybe using 3D printing for parts to speed production. The Luddite czar role would block fancy ideas that delay things, keeping it simple. In a world of rising threats, this means more jets quicker, not fewer perfect ones. It's about balance, enough smarts to win fights without breaking the bank. For pilots, it promises a reliable ride that's easy to fly and fix, extending the F-16's spirit into the future. The F-36's body is built for speed and strength, drawing from proven designs. It has a cranked arrow wing like the old F-16 XL test plane, which means wider wings for better lift and fuel storage without extra tanks. This shape helps it carry more weapons and fly farther. Its aerodynamics make it zippy. The smooth fuselage cuts through air easily, reducing drag for higher speeds. It uses composite materials, light but tough stuff, to keep weight down, letting it twist and turn like a gymnast in dogfights. Up front, a pointed nose houses radar, and the cockpit has a big bubble canopy for 360-degree views. No big intakes underneath. Instead, side ones feed the engine air smoothly. Inside, it's got room for internal weapons bays to hide missiles from radar a bit, plus hooks under wings for more gear. The tail has twin fins for stability at high speeds. Experts designed it to handle rough landings on short runways like the F-16. Airflow over wings creates lift even at low speeds, making takeoffs easy. Overall, these features blend old and new for a jet that's efficient and tough. It's not invisible, but its shape dodges some detection. For everyday missions, this setup means less fuel burn and more time in the air, keeping pilots safe and missions on track. But there's more to the engine than meets the eye. Powering the F-36 is a beast of an engine, the F-119 from the F-22 Raptor. This afterburning turbofan pushes out massive thrust, letting the jet hit Mach 2, that's over 1,500 miles per hour. It's reliable, with tech that cuts maintenance needs. Performance-wise, it's a sprinter and marathoner. Climb rate is quick, getting to high altitudes fast to spot enemies. Range is boosted by internal fuel in those big wings, maybe over 1,000 miles without refueling tanks. Maneuverability shines with thrust vectoring. Engine nozzles tilt to help sharp turns. It pulls high G-forces without stalling, thanks to smart controls. Specs include a top altitude around 50,000 feet, where air is thin for sneaky approaches. Its payload is a handful. It hauls bombs and missiles totaling thousands of pounds. Compared to the F-16's engine, this one's stronger and more efficient, burning less fuel for longer flights. No official numbers yet since it's a concept, but estimates say it's faster and farther reaching. In action, this means outrunning threats or chasing them down. For the Air Force, better performance equals mission success with fewer risks. It's designed for real-world use, not just show, making it a solid step up from aging jets. The brains of the F-36 are its avionics, fancy electronics that help pilots see and decide. At the heart is the ANAPG-83 radar, borrowed from new F-16. This scans wide areas for planes, ships, or ground targets, even in bad weather. Sensors include an infrared system from the Legion pod, spotting heat signatures like engine exhaust from miles away. No need for visible light. It works day or night. The cockpit. Big digital screens show all info at once. Maps, threats, fuel. Helmets let pilots look around and aim weapons just by turning their head. Data links connect to other planes, drones, or bases, sharing real-time intel. It's like a team chat in the sky. All this uses existing tech to keep costs low and set up fast. No reinventing the wheel, just plugging in proven gear. For pilots, it's easier flying. Computers handle routine stuff, freeing them for big decisions. In fights, quick info means first strikes. Upgrades are simple, like software updates on a computer. This setup makes the F-36 smart without being overcomplicated, fitting the minus philosophy. It's about giving pilots eyes everywhere, turning the jet into a flying command center. The F-36 is a Swiss Army knife in the air, ready for many jobs. It carries air-to-air missiles like AIM-120s to shoot down foes from afar, and short-range ones for close scraps. For ground attacks, it drops laser-guided bombs or GPS ones, hitting targets precisely. Internal bays hide some weapons to stay sneaky, while wing spots hold extra for big missions. A built-in gun strafes ground troops or vehicles, like the F-16's 20mm cannon. Multi-role means switching tasks mid-flight. Scout, fight, bomb. It handles air superiority, close air support, and intercepts. Payload capacity is high, thanks to strong wings, maybe 15,000 pounds of gear. Fuel tanks or pods add range or electronic jamming. In wars, this versatility saves needing different jets. One F-36 squad does what several old ones might. Design lets easy weapon swaps, future-proofing for new missiles. It's not just a fighter, it's a do-it-all machine, making it valuable for cash-strapped forces. Pilots get tools to win in varied scenarios, from dogfights to strikes. This capability echoes the F-16 but amps it up with modern twists. But how does it match up against the F-35? Stack the F-36 concept against the F-16, both multi-role, agile fighters. The F-16 is lighter, cheaper to fly, but aging. F-36 adds better range, stronger engine, internal bays for weapons, upgrades that fix F-16 weak spots like short legs and vulnerability. Both hit Mach 2, but F-36's F-22 engine gives more punch. Sensors are similar, but F-36 integrates them smoother. Now the F-35, it's stealth king, vanishing from radar. F-36 skips that for cost like a pickup versus a sports car. The F-35 costs $80 million each, burning thousands of dollars per hour. F-36 aims lower, easier to mass produce. F-35 shines in networked wars, sharing data seamlessly. F-36 would too, but without full invisibility, it's for less risky roles. F-16 is the old reliable chugger, while F-35 remains the high-tech wizard. F-36 the practical bridge, faster to build than F-35, but more modernized than F-16. In fleets, F-36 could fill gaps where F-35 is overkill, saving money. It's not better or worse, just different, tailored for volume over perfection. This mix keeps air power balanced. Stealth for tough spots, workhorses for every day. Money talks in military gear, and the F-36 shines here. By using off-the-shelf parts, like engines and radars, it skips huge R&D bills. Estimates peg it at less than half of F-35's $80 million tag. With this quick build time, one-year design lock means production in years, not decades. 3D printing speeds parts, cutting weights. Upgradability is ace. Modular design lets swap electronics or weapons easily, like Lego. Future tech can easily be plugged in without full rebuilds. For the Air Force, this means more jets for the buck, replacing F-16s without bankruptcy. In global sales, cheap price attracts allies needing capable planes without F-35 expense. Advantages extend to strategy. Fast upgrades keep it relevant against evolving threats, unlike locked-in designs. It's a smart bet for tight budgets, as it focuses on essentials. Pilots get reliable rides, and taxpayers don't get ripped off. With defense budgets squeezed to minimize waste, this approach could appeal. Compared to past projects that ballooned costs, F-36's method is refreshing, but it faces a boatload of roadblocks. First, it's just an idea. No factory building it. Defense giants like Lockheed or Boeing need to pitch in, but they favor pricier projects for obvious reasons. There's no competition since it's a government project, and the defense contractors would want to justify receiving as much money as possible. Congress funds these defense companies based on jobs in states, not always based on the best ideas. Plus, powerful stealth fans, like some generals, might push back, saying non-invisible jets are outdated. Besides, testing new mixes of old parts risks glitches, and you must account for engine fits, sensor mesh, and many other compatibility issues. The Air Force is shifting to F-35s already, so why add another type, complicating training and parts? Global rivals advance fast, and delays could leave gaps. In 2025, with ongoing wars, urgency might help, but bureaucracy always slows momentum. Looking ahead, the F-36 could reshape the Air Force if built. By 2030, it might join F-35s and F-15EXs, handling daily duties while stealth jets tackle high-risk missions. Prospects depend on decisions. If leaders like the cheap, fast idea, prototypes could fly soon, and in no time we will have the F-36 Kingsnake dominate the skies. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates. Stay tuned.